Hi everyone, it's Shannon and welcome to today's video. So I do have a little bit of a cold, so please excuse my voice, but I'm very excited because I got the brand new eyeshadow quad from Pat McGrath, as well as one of her new color balm. So this is called, let's see, it is called the Divine Blush Legendary Glow Colour Balm, and I got the shade Divine Rose, and then this is her Luxe Eyeshadow Quad in Passion Fleur, and it's part of the same collection. So I got, this was a duo set that was sold, so I did purchase this. I decided only to get one of these just because I just don't need another cream blush, and I'm also just unsure about the formula, but I am going to compare it to a couple other stick cream blushes that I have, so you can kind of see how it compares. It does seem to be a very different formula, at least from anything that I have, and then I will be doing some comparisons. Very excited about the quad though. The quad looks absolutely stunning, and so does the packaging. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the color balm because this is the new product, and it states that introducing Divine Blush Legendary Glow Color Balm, a multifunctional marvel that imparts a nourishing burst of radiance to lips and cheeks. This versatile formula suits a variety of skin tones, ensuring the perfect touch of color every time. So yeah, it is, the thing that's the first thing I noticed is that it is like a balm, and the packaging is, it doesn't feel as luxe as, let's say, some of her other products, like the eyeshadow quad. The eyeshadow quad is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I am not a fan of pink, but I do like the pink packaging, especially for the quad, because it's going to be different. I can tell that which one is which. But this is not, it's not a magnetic closing. It's just kind of a plastic. Now, nothing to deter it as far as if I really like the product, that doesn't really bother me. But, you know, and I can understand. It's probably to keep the cost down, that this is $29. And then I got the shade Divine Rose. Now, when I purchased it, I purchased this as a duo. The time I purchased it at launch, you could only purchase the duo with the Divine Rose. They have since changed that where you can now choose which shade you want, so, which I think is great. But I got Divine Rose, not that I, just made it easy for me to choose which shade to get. But here it is. So you can see I've swatched it a little bit, but it is very much like a balm, almost like a lip balm. So very different from, let's say, the nude sticks, which I am going to compare, and I'm going to compare it to some other products so you can kind of see. But here is, let's just see how it goes on as a swatch. So you can kind of see it goes on very sheer, and it does, it's very much, again, it is like a color balm. Now, it's one of those products that's for the cheeks and the lips. I just have lip liner on. I am going to put it on the lips, but I usually don't use products that way, you know, but some people do. I have used them like that, but you know, but you can kind of see how it shears out, and it does leave a little bit of a stain. So it's very much like a flush of color. It seems like it's buildable. So that's, you know, what we're going to try again today. So it does come in 6 shades. The shades are Divine Rose, which is what I have, which is a soft rose. Peach Lotus, which is a soft peach coral. Paradise Peony, which is a warm pink coral. Flirtatious, a rich cool rose. Sun-Kissed Seduction, a warm sienna. And then Forbidden Fleur, which is a rich berry. So I would say, even though some of, I think Forbidden Fleur looks really deep, I don't think it's going to be that deep because it's very sheer. So I think it could be wearable for a lot of skin tones. But let's go ahead and give this a try. Now, on the website, it gives a couple different ways to wear it. It says a soft blush veil. You can gently swipe or dot the balm onto the apples of the cheeks and blend with fingers or a brush. Blend and diffuse the balm for a sheer effect using either brush or the warmth of the fingertips. And then a rich saturation of color is to swipe the balm directly onto the face and blend out the edges for a bolder blush look. Blend out with a brush, fingertips, or sponge using tapping gestures to build color intensity. Those are the ways. So if you want more intense color, is to put it directly on. But then if you want to have more subtle, then you would just kind of dot it. So we're going to probably try both ways. Okay, so first chance. Now, I do have foundation on. I usually don't like swiping it on my cheek. That's just not how I like it. I usually take it with a brush, but I'm gonna go ahead and try because usually that kind of takes off the foundation, but I am gonna go ahead and try it. So we're gonna do like the rich color saturation where you're gonna swipe it, and I'm just gonna put it like that. And it's a really pretty color, but I like the Divine Rose shade. So I'm gonna go in with my BK 106 and blend it out. And it does blend out really nice. Now it is more of a sheer balm, so it definitely can build it up, but it doesn't appear to have taken off my foundation. And it does leave like a nice balmy effect. So it has the color. I would probably like a little bit more intense color. Like this is the rich color saturation version of how to put it on, and it's still pretty light. Like it's not bad, but it's not as much color payoff as I'm typically used to with this type of, you know, cream product. Okay, so that is, I mean, really pretty. It's a really pretty cream blush, and definitely has, I'm curious if it's gonna dry down. It does have a little tackiness to it. It's like it feels a little, not wet, but a little tacky. Very much like a gel. Like I guess I can't really explain. I mean, it feels like a balm. It's really what it feels like. So on this side, I'm going to go in with the brush at this point. So I'm going to go in directly with the brush. Now I'm using the same color. I only got one, so I'm going to be doing the color on both sides. And I'm going to try it with just going straight from the brush and applying it like that. And actually, I don't think with this product it's going to work because, I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, it does. You just got to get, I have to get a little bit more product on. So I have to kind of dig in a little bit more. I'm used to using this with my nude sticks, which are really pigmented. So you have to kind of more, be more gentle, where these, you don't really have to, because they are much more sheer. So honestly, the color payoff seems to be about the same. So I would personally prefer to use it with the brush like I just did, just because I think it gives you a little bit more control, but it's going to give you, I think, pretty much the same payoff once you're down to the end. Okay, and that was it. I mean, super easy, really easy to put on, and I think it looks really pretty. I haven't powdered, so I'll put powder on after this and see how it sets and kind of see if it like lasts. I mean, I think that's my curious part, is how this is going to last. It seems to like stain the skin. I started taking this off and it seems to stain the skin a bit, so that I kind of like because that helps it, you know, longevity. So I'm curious about longevity, but it is really pretty. I am now going to put it on my lips. I'm just going to take my finger and place it on the lips. Like I said, I just have a lip liner on, so I'm going to place it on my lips and see how I like it. It's nice on the lips, actually. Let's kind of go in a little bit more. It's actually kind of nice on the lips. Actually, of all the products like these, I don't like using them on the lips. This is probably the one that feels the most normal on the lips because it has that balmy texture. So I really like this on the lips. Okay. So I'm going to eat my words because I normally don't like a product that goes on the cheek and on the lips, but it feels really good on the lips, and I love this color on the lips. So not that I'm going to use this exclusively for the lips. I would probably use it for both, but I do like the combination. Okay, so I went ahead and powdered a little bit, and it didn't, kind of toned it down a bit. So I think if you wanted to maybe go over, and I might go over a little bit more, but it looked like it, you know, it didn't take away the color. It kind of took away the dewiness a little bit. But if you want that dewiness, you can just kind of go over, and it seems to wear well over powder, and you can go over it with powder, which is honestly unique for something like this. So if you just wanted to add a little bit more, you could, and kind of get that dewiness back, but it really works well under powder. So, or yeah, under powder. Works really well. I'm actually really surprised by this. So this one is, I think it's $29. Yeah, so this is $29. And, you know, given the pricing with the container and everything, I think that's a really good price. I am actually kind of surprised that I like this as much as I did, especially hearing that it was a color balm. I like more color. I really like it on the lips. I could actually see myself using this on the cheeks and the lips. Really impressed with this one. So I don't know if I'm going to pick up more shades just because I have so many other cream products similar to this, but I am really impressed with how this one is performing. But let me go ahead and compare it to other products just so you can kind of see as far as formula, because the formula is very different, at least to anything that I have. So this is the Color Balm from Pat McGrath, and this is obviously the shade Divine Rose. Now this is from NARS, this is the multiple, and this is probably the most similar product, and this is the shade Orgasm, which is very light. And then this is the multiple in Orgasm Rush, just so you can kind of see. So I'm not a big fan of this one. I think it's just too light. I love this one. This is a very similar formula, but still different enough. Next up, we're gonna move to nude sticks, and this is the Dewy formula. This is what's called the Nudies Bloom. This is in the shade Cherry Blossom Babe, I think. And you can see it has more pigment. It's not as balmy. This is gonna be the most similar of the nude sticks. And then this is the Nude Sticks Original Matte formula. So you can see obviously very matte, and that's in the shade Body Language. And this is the new Matte Luxe formula, which is a cream to powder, so very different type of formula. And then finally, my last cream blush like this is from M Cosmetics, and this is in Venusian Rose. So obviously you can see very pigmented, more matte, just kind of a completely different type of formula. So those are kind of show you the different type of formulas. So this is a very unique formula. Again, it's described as a color balm, and that's exactly what it is. Okay, and next up is the Luxe Eyeshadow Quad, which I think everybody is excited about. Now, first thing I thought when I saw this eyeshadow quad was Fire Rose from Charlotte Tilbury, the infamous Fire Rose, and I will tell you, in the pan it looks very similar, so I'll be doing a swatch comparison. But here is the outer packaging. It's absolutely beautiful, and then the actual packaging of it is great. Now I still have the sticker on it, but no, it doesn't have the, I guess what they used to have these, I forgot what that is, but now it just says Pat McGrath, and it is the pink. I like the pink. I'm not a big fan of pink, but it's, I like the fact that now I can reach into my drawer and know which one if I'm looking for this one. So really pretty. It's got one matte shade and then 3 shimmers. And the shades are Skin Show Pink Dawn, the Plum Nocturne, Sienna Moonlight, and Rose Fire Glow. So those are the 4 shades, and we're gonna dig into it right now. I also want to address the pan sizes because I'm sure this is going to come up. These are the old pan sizes, so they were a little bit bigger. However, these are a little smaller, but it is consistent with the most recent one. So this is the one from the Bronze Venetian Sunrise. So it's the same size. And they run $62. Now mine was, the blushes run $29, and the quad is $62. The duo was $77, plus I got 10% off because I did the pre-order or the early access, there was a 10% code. If it's still available, I will post it in the link below. But so it ended up coming to just below $70. But it was, if you purchase them separately, it would have been $91. So would I say it's a bargain? No. Which is a deal? Yeah, I guess maybe, but it's still expensive. However, I don't really buy many eyeshadow quads anymore. If anything, I buy at least a 6-pan, but I love her eyeshadow quads. I think they are just so easy, so well thought out, and when I need to do a really nice evening look and I need to do it fast, I usually reach into a Pat McGrath eyeshadow quad. So again, there's only one matte, so that's what we're gonna go into, and then I will do some swatches and swatch comparisons at the end. Okay, since there's only one matte, that's the one I'm gonna go in, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in lightly all over the lid and then build it up on the outside. We'll see how that works. So that is how I usually do these types of eyeshadow quads. And the thing with Pat McGrath is they're usually very pigmented, And this one is very pigmented, so you just got to go in very lightly. Now I did put some eyeshadow primer, which I always do, but again, the thing with Pat McGrath is it does blend out really nicely. Okay, so there I have put it on both eyes, and I'll probably deepen the outside of the corner later on, but I will do that at the end. Now to dig into these shimmers. I haven't swatched them at all, so let's go ahead and swatch them really quick. This is the lightest shade. This is the, forgot which one this one is, and then this is the deeper one. So, what to do. So let's go ahead and go in. I'm gonna go in with the pink one all over the lid. I'm gonna take the brush right here and just a shadow brush and place it all over the lid. And oh, it's really pretty. Really, really pretty. Okay, so what I did is I just put it on the lid, but I didn't go all the way in to the inner corner. Now I'm gonna take this bottom shade, and this is Sienna Moonlight here. So I'm gonna go with Sienna Moonlight, and I'm gonna use the other side of the brush and then just go in on the inner corner. Now this is this one that seems to be the kind of more, looks like there's gonna be more fallout. So I'm just gonna put that on the first quarter of the lid, and that's really pretty. That's the one that has the shine. Really, really pretty, and probably would have done something different. Now I should have swatched them before to kind of see. I think this is a really great palette to do a halo eye with, but I don't do halo eyes very often, so I usually need to take more time when I'm doing them. But that's usually what I do the Fire Rose with, and I think that would be really pretty with this palette. Next, I'm gonna go back in with my Rephr 15, and I'm just gonna deepen the outer corners a little bit with the matte shade and go back in on both sides, just deepen them a little bit. And then finally, I'm gonna go in with the last shade with this, which is Skin Show Pink Dawn, and I am gonna do just the very, very inner corner of the look of my eye, and then also do the brow bone on both sides, which is really pretty. And it also says you can use it as a highlight, so which I'm really curious about as well. So really pretty as a brow bone highlight, and it also says you can use it as pop in the center of the lid, which I'm not going to do today, but I would definitely do that if I was doing a halo look. And let's just pop a little bit here as a highlight, because I did not put any highlighter on today. And yeah, really nice as a highlight as well. So there you have it. Let me finish the lower lash line. Well, let me do really quick. I'll do the lower lash line, take a brush here and just go in with that matte shade on both of the outer corner of my looks. Okay, so there I went in with the lower lash line with the plum shade. Let me go clean this up a little bit, put some mascara, and then come back. Okay, and I'm back. So I just put some mascara on, and I really like the eyeshadow quad. I think it's a really pretty look, really easy. Would probably, I already have some ideas of doing, different looks. So I think it's one that, because there's 3 shimmers and only 1 matte, you can definitely, there's more versatility in a quad like that, rather than usually when it's 2 mattes and 2 shimmers. You kind of really, you're only going to get 1, maybe 2 looks. But with this type of quad, I have found that you can get a little bit more versatility. Going to be similar looks because it's a plum, it's pink, but definitely some more versatility. So I am very excited to dig into it. Is it my absolute favorite? No, but it's up there. It's definitely one that I can see myself using. Really easy. Love the eyeshadow look. But I think I like the Venus and Fleurs more. And I don't think it's going to beat Fire Rose. But let's go ahead and do some swatches. Okay, and here you have the swatches of the Passion Fleur. Really pretty, and I will tell you that matte swatched so beautifully. You can see how it went on, but I mean, Pat McGrath's mattes are always beautiful. Okay, and here is the comparison between the Passion Fleur and the Voyeuristic Vixen, the Venus and Fleur's Voyeuristic Vixen. So that is still my favorite quad of Pat McGrath, and this one does not surpass it. But they are similar, but on the eye, I think they look very different. You know, the Passion Fleur has more of a plummy tone, more pink. And then that second shade in Voyeuristic Vixen is just wow, it's stunning. So you have more of a brownish, matte. The third shade is very, very similar, but that is really the only similarity between the two. So I think if you have Voyeuristic Vixen, it's going to be enough of a difference. It's definitely, to me, it looks different on the eye, but I still don't think that this one beats Voyeuristic Vixen. Okay, next up we have the comparison between the most recent quad, which is Venusian Sunrise. I didn't think this was going to be any sort of comparison, and it's not. Completely different. It's got two mattes. It's more gold, brown, neutral, and warm toned than this one, so completely different. And finally, we have the comparison between Pat McGrath Passion Fleur with Charlotte Tilbury Fire Rose, which has long been discontinued, and it is actually more different than I thought. Passion Fleur is more plum, more pink, whereas the Fire Rose is more burgundy, and the pink is more softer, the gold is more softer. So very similar in kind of theory, but going to be definitely different. So if you're lucky and you have Fire Rose, this is definitely going to be different enough. And if you were hoping that this was a Fire Rose dupe, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Okay, so there you have it. Those are my first impressions of the Pat McGrath Divine Blush collection. So let's start off with the eyeshadow quad. I think it's gorgeous. Love the packaging. Love that it's a different color. I wish you would do this more. It's definitely not my favorite. Voyeuristic Vixen is my all-time favorite. However, no regrets purchasing this. This will go to good use. I love it for springtime, for summer. I love the colors. Very easy to use, and I think it's absolutely stunning. So really beautiful. Love the colors, and again, surprised that it's as different as it is to Fire Rose. So it's definitely a different tone than Fire Rose. So I thought it was going to be very, very similar. So it's not. So don't have anything now. I haven't compared it to any of her 10 pans, but I like to take the quads on vacation, or if I need to do something in a pitch. So these are something that I'll probably take on vacation where I don't take the 10 pans on vacation. So really beautiful, love it. Is it necessary? No, but if you were like me and you like her quads, definitely it is one to look into. The color balms, I'm surprised. I'm surprised I like this as much as I did. I didn't think I was gonna like it I thought I was gonna like it, but think it was okay. I think it's really good, especially for $29. If you're going to get the eyeshadow quad, definitely get the duo. I think the Divine Rose is a gorgeous shade. I think it goes really well with the quad, and it ends up being an extra $15. And then if you get the 10% off, it's worth it, right? Because I think essentially I was going to get this. I ended up getting this, just adding it on, with the duo, and it was like $15 plus, I got 10% off. So it ended up being like $13.50 more. Yeah, totally worth it. And I think at $29, it's a good product. I personally like the nude sticks because I like more of a matte finish. However, when you're doing something like this, kind of doing the balm and the blush, I think it looks beautiful. Don't know about longevity. I've been filming for a little bit now and it seems to be lasting, so don't know about longevity, but I think it looks really pretty. And I also really like it on the lips. Like I could see myself taking this on our next cruise and using this with a tinted moisturizer and putting this on over the eyes even, and making it very simple because I really like it. It is really, really comfortable on the lips. It feels like a lip balm with a tinted lip balm. So I think that's really pretty. So I thought that this was going to be what I was going to love, which I do, but this, I'm really surprised how much I really like this. Think it's worth it. And again, if you're gonna get this, get this. But are either of them must-haves? No. I think they're both really good products though. And I don't know if I'm gonna pick up more shades. I don't know, we'll see. Just because I have so much, I don't think, I probably won't. Maybe in a sale in the future, I'll pick up more shades. But right now I think I won't, but it's not, but if I didn't have as much as I did, I probably would pick, you know, up a shade or two more because I think it's a really great product. So that is it. Definitely look into, I'll put any promo code, and then always on my community tab, I always put sales, or any times there's like a sale and I'll put a promo code. Link is probably affiliate link if it's marked with an asterisk. But that is it. If you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. Bye everyone.